Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to try a few new things on. I have recently made a purchase from EM Cosmetics and I wanted to show you what I got during the Sephora VIB sale. It's not a lot. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. And the reason I'm trying to be good is because I'm in the middle of a makeup declutter. I'm getting close to the end. I'm probably going to record the last few things today. And I want to remind myself that I have, even with my decluttered collection, way more than I'm ever going to use. A lot of it's going to go bad and I don't want to just keep adding to that. It's wasteful, it's expensive, and it's sad. I mean, come on, a graveyard of old makeup products. There's nothing sadder, I promise you, if you're a makeup lover. All right, so I'm going to jump into it today, but let me tell you, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. And if you aren't, please consider it. I'm going to start with the two products I picked up from EM. I picked up their new powder highlight. This is the Sunscape Highighter. I have the lightest shade in Clarity. Oh, she's pretty. Look at that. Oh, so excited. And the other thing I picked up is the Cosmic Pearl Dewy Eyeshadow. This is the shade Moonrise. I was trying to think about what I would use the most, and I thought a neutral eyeshadow, because I don't use a lot of singles. I don't. And while I'm talking to you, I'm going to grab my mirror and I'm just going to put this on. If you're curious, the only eyeshadow I have on, I have one eyeshadow on right now. It's the brown from the Divine Skies in Magic Hour. I love these 6-pan palettes. They're great. And I thought I wanted to use all EM Cosmetics for an eye look today. So I'm just going to stick my finger in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's very, very much a bouncy, putty-like situation. Oh, wow. That's probably more than I need, but let's see what we can do here. What is this? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna start blending with my other finger because I feel like I have a lot of product on here and I don't want this to kind of... Oh, this is gorgeous. I love products that I can put on with my finger. That's the lazy gal in me, that I don't want to spend too much time doing this. But I also absolutely adore a super metallic product with no fallout. And there's no fallout. This is because this is more like a cream. I'm going to put a little bit here in the inner corner. Wow, that's a lot more than I expected. Oh, hello. I wonder if there's enough on my finger yet to do the other side. Let's see what I can get going over here. Oh, yes, there's plenty. I feel like I'm going to go in for a little bit more. I do feel like it picks up more than I anticipated, and I don't know if it's intended to be used with a brush. That's exactly what I want. I don't want a real big major eye look. When I'm wearing a bright red lip, I definitely want a slightly more dialed down eye. So I'm going to throw some eyeliner on and mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm dying to try this new Sunscape highlighter. It comes in 4 shades, and there's a rose gold that I really thought about, but I thought, you know what? I don't frequently reach for pink highlights. But this one, ooh. Okay. I'm not excited at all. I'm not giggling in anticipation. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I can't help myself. I might come out looking like the Tin Man, but that's a me problem and not a highlight problem, I don't think. So I'm just gonna use my favorite. This is the Wayne Goss airbrush. I'm not gonna pick up too much. That might be too much. And I'm just gonna lightly run it over the top. Let me tuck this back here. Oh, wow. I'm just going to take a minute to knock the rest of the highlight off of this brush. I don't want to continue to add any more. I just want to take a minute to buff it in. This is supposed to be a formula that is a little bit blurring, that is still light reflective, but, you know, kind of not bringing out all the texture you got on your skin. And the texture that I have, that I see here, is definitely, you know, wrinkles. I don't think it accentuates the wrinkles. I think it looks pretty on the skin. I feel like this highlight has potential to be really, you know, from space. Like you could probably just really bling it up. I am really trying to make sure I don't do that. I feel like it has a really pretty finish on the skin. As I'm looking at it, it does lean a little bit kind of peachy. It is a champagne, but it has kind of a peach look to it. You can see a little bit of that peach here in the pan, but it is really golden and really pretty. And this is like a really heavy swatch. Let me do a swatch for you where I just pick up a little bit here on my brush and buff it in on the other side. So this is what it looks like when you use a brush, and this is like a really heavy finger swatch. I feel like you're definitely getting buildable pigment because I feel like I definitely see more of that kind of peachy color here, and it's very lightweight and more golden champagne here. I think that's one of the things I need to keep in mind when I'm using this as a product. This could very easily get into the territory where it's darker than my skin tone, and if I use it lightly here, I think that'll be perfect. But if I really pile it on, you can really see that it looks like a distinctly different color than my skin, whereas over here it looks like a highlight and it's not really as dark and peachy as this. Just something to mention, if you have fair skin, this is the lightest shade that M makes. I think it's really pretty, and I can see myself reaching for it a lot this holiday season and probably into the new year. It also comes in that same kind of chunky packaging that their blushes come in. I have 2 of their blushes, and I don't know that I would pick up another one of these because I feel like the 4 colors that they have, 2 of them are definitely too deep for me. And the kind of rose gold one, I'm not sure that I would wear that shade enough to make it worth picking it up. When I first made this purchase, I was expecting to be like gaga for the highlight and like, well, since I'm already ordering the highlight, let me try one of their new eyeshadows. And I think at this moment, this is good, don't get me wrong, this is actually really beautiful, but this surprised me the most. And I didn't originally pick it up because it was $26 for one eyeshadow. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And the truth is, my single eyeshadows kind of languish in my collection. I have recorded but have yet to edit the single eyeshadow portion of my declutter, and I know I don't reach for them. There's one that I really reach for regularly, and I feel like even though the formulation is different, this would be one that I might be willing to keep on the desktop for just that moment when I need a little light in the inner corner, when I want something just on the inside, or if I want to do a one shadow look quickly, just swipe it over the lid, throw on a little mascara and go when I don't want to be completely bare eyelids. This kind of surprised me. I don't know how willing I am to recommend one eyeshadow for $26, but I was impressed with how easily it went on. It really took very little time, and you really don't need any finesse because I used my finger. I didn't use a brush. I didn't need any special tools. I think there is something to be said about that. All right, let me show you what I got from Sephora. The first thing I picked up is this little refill from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Matte Revolution lipstick, and I got the shade Patsy Red. I had this. I love that these are refillable. I already put it in here. This was a shade that I had picked up when they first launched the Hot Lips 2, and I realized that it's not a color that I enjoy wearing. It looked pretty and so many other people loved it and they said it was their favorite. I was like, well then I'll get it too. And the truth is it was too peach on me. It was called Angel Alessandra. I'm just gonna grab my mirror. I have my red liner on already and I wanted it to try this. Oh, I love this. This makes me happy. I think the reason that I decided to pick this up is because I already had this packaging that is refillable that I wanted to use. I knew that the color in here was just not working for me. I wanted to get rid of it, so it's now in here. But I wanted to put something in here that I knew I would use. And I realized instead of having to go and get an entire new lipstick, I could try Charlotte's Red without having to do that, and I could just pay for this right here. The one thing I did do is this used to have a piece of red sticker on it that said Charlotte Tilbury and then the shade name, which is Patsy Red. It's the red that her mother loves. And so I cut it up and I stuck it on the bottom. So I would know what shade this is because the original sticker is still underneath here and it's Angel Alessandra. And that's the packaging that normally goes with that lipstick. The one that comes with Patsy Red, I think is red and has, is it zebra stripes or something? I don't know. It has some sort of a fun print on it, but I really like this one with the Black Panthers. It's so pretty. It's very Art Deco. And I like that they're interchangeable where you can put anything you want in here. I do love the Matte Revolution formula from Charlotte Tilbury. I have a hot pink called The Queen, and I have a really deep mulberry shade called Hell's Bells. And every other lipstick shade I have from Charlotte, and I have quite a few, they're all nudes. I have 2 brights and like probably 8 or 9 nudes. And I'm glad to add a red to that collection because this was the first lipstick formula that was matte that I tried that I was like, wait, not all matte lipsticks are drying and abusive to my lips. They don't make my lips peel and look 1,000 years old. So I really have to say that this is one of my favorite matte formulas, and I wanted to pick it up in one of my favorite colors. Red is definitely my fave to wear. Because I went a little overboard during the spring Sephora sale, I told myself I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to make sure that I didn't overspend and I would only pick up things I knew I was going to use. So picking up a refill for a lipstick case that I knew I loved and I wanted to keep using in a formula that I liked, in a color that I liked, made sense for me, especially at 20% off. Another item that I picked up is this. This is from Paula's Choice. This is the Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid. This is SPF 50. It's a very comfortable, lightweight SPF. I had been looking for a new SPF. I've been going between this one and one from Supergoop, their Glow Screen, which is only SPF 40. I really prefer an SPF 50. So the reason that I decided to repurchase this is because it works really well under makeup. I like the coverage that it provides. I like that it plays well with makeup. It looks pretty and dewy on its own, but it's not greasy. It's very, very lightweight. I do like that about it. It is white and very, very liquid. So I'm just gonna rub this into the back of my hands for a little sun protection on my hands, waste not, want not. But I do like that it is kind of a lightweight lotion and it is hydrating and I feel like it does a really good job. I got something that I always get during the sale and I was so glad. I didn't know they made jumbo sizes. And you wouldn't think that 8.5 ounces would be the jumbo, but it is. This is the Olaplex number 3. This is their hair perfector. It repairs and strengthens the hair. I find that when my curls start to feel like they're a little sad and pulled out, I'll use this once or twice a week and I feel like my hair just springs right back. I really like this. I don't notice that it really takes down any frizz. It just encourages my curl. And if you're not a person who has curly hair, sometimes you have really curly areas and then other places not terribly. So if this can encourage the curl, I use it twice a week regularly, sometimes more than that if my hair is feeling a little but I'll tell you, I'm used to seeing it in a little teeny tiny bottle that's this size, a little 3-ounce bottle. And when I saw they had this, I was like, yes, that's totally for me. So this is gonna last me a while and I'm glad to have this. The last thing that I got, because I only got 4 things, I'm like, only get what you know you're gonna use, is something that I discovered last year in a holiday set. Well, I'd used both of these products before, but last year was the first time I saw them bundled in a duo at a really great price. And it's from Briogeo. It's more hair care. This is their exfoliating shampoo and their treatment mask that I love so much. The Don't Despair Repair mask is the best. And their charcoal exfoliating, what is it called? Charcoal and coconut micro exfoliating shampoo. These are my 2 favorite things. I love Briogeo for the fact that as a person who has curly hair and is trying to stay away from silicones and sulfates and phthalates and like all the bad things, it even says it right here, 6 free, no harsh sulfate, silicones, parabens, phthalates, artificial dyes, or DEA. Like, this is exactly what I want. This smells minty and is invigorating on the scalp. It's one of the few exfoliating shampoos that really gets that buildup that I have on my scalp. It gets rid of it without overstripping my hair. I love one from Christoph Robin, and it's amazing, but it is so drying. My hair ends up feeling very straw-like. It's a really fine balance for me where, you know, I want to get the stuff off my scalp and I also don't want to dry my hair out. Curly hair tends to be dry, and I don't want something that's going to make my hair drier and then I'm going to need more of this. The other thing that I love, and this is the first product I ever tried from Briogeo, was their deep conditioning mask, the Don't Despair Repair. I love this. I bought 2 sets of these last year during the holiday, and they have lasted me an entire year. I am down to like this much at the bottom of each of these 8-ounce jars in the shower, and I was like, oh, I hope they bring it back in a set, because normally these are almost $50 a tub. Now, I, for years, would get this and really kind of make it last for 6 or 7 months at a time and deep condition once a week. But I would never spring for the exfoliating shampoo because it was so expensive. And when you can get it in a duo for $54 plus 20% off, I was like, yes, I should have gotten 2. I didn't think about it. I was trying to be good. But this is actually something I will use up. All of these things here are things I know I will use up to the last drop. Thank you so much for watching today. I would love to know, did you pick anything up during the Sephora sale? What did you get? Do you have like repurchases that you love? Are you trying new things? Have you tried any of the newer products from EM Cosmetics? I would love to know in the comment section down below. And lastly, I would love to know if you have a favorite red lipstick that you love to wear. Let me know the name and the brand. I'm always curious to find out what people like. And it doesn't have to be a matte lipstick. It could be anything at all. It could be a sheer red. It could be a gloss. It could be, just let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.